Testing this. I don't think I have an audio source. Let me double check this. Testing this. I don't think I have an audio source. Oh, I can mix this. Features. Let me add a compressor. Testing. How many decibels am I speaking on? Okay, this is maybe too much. Testing. How many decibels am I speaking on? Okay, this is maybe too much. Okay, testing. Can you guys hear me? Let me get this on Twitter. 1 sec. I am used my other computer here. Let me see how many people are watching this. There's one person watching. I'm not sure if it's myself. It might be myself. Okay. I'll be doing this right now, live here. Okay. I'm not sure how this live stream thing works. Let me tweet this. Let me. Oh shit. There are 2 people here. Okay, let me see. Okay, we have OBS. Okay, testing the audio. What's the audio? Okay, I think there's a slight delay when I talk and on my camera. And sorry for the mess back there. Okay. Testing the audio. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I think this works. I'm seeing myself on the other Mac, but just oh shit. Okay, let me try and fix this. How do I do this? maybe I'm not sure if this is it. Invert polarity. Let me see. Testing is. I mean, this mic's mono. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Shit. Test. Oh, okay. It's mono. Let me see to fix it. Okay. Can you see if it gets better now? I think I set it to mono. I set it to mono. Is it better now? Okay, cool. Okay, I've never done this, so I'm not sure if I'm doing things properly, really. Awesome. Thanks, Simon. I'm talking to Simon Slack here, so that's why it looks like I'm talking to myself. Okay, so what I will be building is this application. Where is it? So Adam mentioned something interesting, like a Twitter app where you only post stuff and you don't see anything really, and that's something I've been wanting for some time. Not that I like actively wanted it, but that's just something I thought about because I would like to share more of what I do on Twitter. But if I get Twitter, I get sucked up in this bunch of tweets. So let's try building it. It should be pretty simple. So I don't know. Well, let's see how it goes. I'm using Volite here, so let me create a new application. Laravel new Twitter. I don't want to use Jetstream or anything. Just regular, Laravel. Let's see. Thanks, Mozo. Thanks, Eden. Okay, so seems audio is okay. I was under the impression I was going to have some issues since this is a mono mic, but it seems they're okay. Okay, so I've created an application here. Let's go into it. Let me copy to Env. Let me open up Sublime. So it's going to be twitter.test. Let me generate a key like this. Okay, let me create a database real quick. Like this. Okay, I'm not sure if we want any table really, because is this, oh, let me record this. Okay, so I'm now recording this. I'm not sure if I want to record really. I think YouTube records it, but if it doesn't, just to sum it up, I'm creating a small application to handle tweets. And I'm going to leave some stuff in the description so you can check later. Let me just see who's pinging me. One sec. Okay. Okay, let's get back to it. I'm going to leave this as a video once I'm done. So let me just check if the resolution is okay. Okay, 720p. I would like to make this 1080, but looks like this is what we have right now. Okay, I'm going to open up as a guest so we don't see a bunch of stuff. Twitter.test like this. Let me add a SSL here. It was really tough to get this camera working because I have an old camera. It's a Canon 5D Mark III. I just use it to take pictures, so it's not a video camera, let's say like that. And actually I'm not using my lights because I don't have the adapter. I'm using the adapter for the computer, so I'm just using window light. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, we get to the Laravel page. Okay, awesome. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to log in with Twitter, and then we need to post stuff to it. So what's the name of the authentication library from Laravel? I don't remember. I think it's socialite. Oh yeah, let me go Laravel socialite. introduction, blah 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 blah. Okay, this is what we want. Let's install this. So I need my Twitter keys. Let me do the following. Let me get this on the other computer so you guys don't see it, and start posting stuff to my computer. Shit, let me see how I can do this without you guys seeing it. I think I might just stop recording for a while, like stop sharing my screen. Oh, okay, so Bones is saying the terminal is not completely on the screen. Let me check this. It should be. That's weird. Let me see. I'm waiting for it to show on. Oh yeah, there's something wrong here, definitely. I think I need to go here. Oh, okay, I see the issue. I have to resize this like this. Okay, everything should be in place now. That was it. So let me get this Twitter keys. How do I use? Where do I find it? I'm taking a look at the documentation. Let's see, Twitter. Is that anything about Twitter here? Okay, I don't know how to use this. Let me read the documentation. Adapters for Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Okay, this should be enough. Credentials for this should be placed on fixed services. You should use the key Facebook. Okay, so let's go to config.cert and let's add Twitter. So now, where do I find this? I should client ID, client secret. Okay. Let's set an env variable here. Client's secret. Okay, I should have done my homework here. So redirect. So I'm using it locally here, so I need to change this later. But Twitter the test dot off dot Twitter, something like that. Okay. And another for receiving the callback. I've worked with this in the past, but it's been a long time, and it was Facebook and GitHub, so I honestly do not know how to do this. Let me just copy this and create a login controller. So app http it's under off. Okay, login controller. We want to use Twitter. We also want to store a Twitter token here. I think, I'm not sure if socialite creates any migrations. I don't think it does. Let's go through the documentation. Okay, blah blah blah. We need to create the roots. I don't want to paste. I don't. What the hell's happening? How do I get rid of this? I don't want to see this. Okay. Let me see, how do I do this? I'm actually kind of lost. Optional parameters. So let's add this roots. Let's go to web. Let's change this for Twitter. Login controller, redirect to provider. Okay. Now I really need to see where I find this API keys. I'm checking the other computer. Let me see. Visit the dashboard. Okay, let me create an app. I'm doing this on another computer. I'm making building tools, exploring the API. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Pursue. I don't know why I have to fill this. Matthias. Creating a Twitter app that allows you to add tweets to your account but not see anyone else's tweets. Useful for some. I have to fill like a description of what I'm doing with the API, and it needs at least 200 characters. Who wants to share news about their projects but not get stuck in the Twitter loop? Okay, the specifics. No, I'm not planning to analyze data. Yes. The application. Dude, why do I have to fill this? It's going to allow the users to create tweets and share them, but not see anyone else's tweets. No. No. Okay. Jesus Christ, I just want to create an API. Why is this so hard? I literally cannot... Okay, I have to click this. I wish you guys could see what I'm doing here. Jesus Christ, I have to confirm my email. Oh god, why is this so hard? Please confirm your email. Amand, this is not going to be an SPA. I just want to create a simple application. We might use LiveWire to make it a little bit easier to use, but no, it's not going to be an SPA. Okay, where do I... Okay, I have an account. Create a project, Twitter. Why is this so hard? Single tweet. Okay, I have my API key and token. Let me copy this to the clipboard. Now, how do I paste something from another? Okay, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to let me put this in a file, and I'm going to share it via AirDrop. So API key, API secret, key, secret, token, and I'm going to share it to my computer. So keys, and I'm going to turn this off real quick. Okay. Now, let me do this. I'm not sure if my camera is going to hold on until the end of this, since it's using a battery. Okay, got it. Let me put it on. I'm going to put it on the end file so we don't have to talk about this anymore. Twitter line key equals. By the way, if things are too small on my computer, I'm running my monitor is 1440p, but actually I don't know how do you say this in English, is 1440p or just 1440p. And I'm downscaling stuff. I'm using this retina thing. Okay, you should be able to see it now. I'm using the retina thing, so things should be pretty big. Okay, let's start building this. So, I mean, whatever. So if you guys see it, just don't. Oh shit, those are not variables that I created. Let me double check this 1 sec. Twitter client secret. I'm not sure if those are the correct. Okay, I mean, if you guys see it, you can just revoke them later. That's not an issue. Okay, so let's try testing this. I want to use Tailwind, but I didn't want to set it up. So let's see if we can do this real quickly. Documentation, installation. Here. Okay, I forgot to install this. Let's use Yarn. Okay, let's wait a bit. So I wanted to test this. I'm going to go here, and I think I'll just add a little button so we can test this. Login controller. Handle provider callback. Let's see our routes. Twitter callback. Okay, let me try login Twitter. Must be passed by reference value given. What? Dude, I don't know how to use it. let's check out this tutorial. So yeah, I'm seeing him, and I think I fucked up when I created this. I think it's because of this. Output scale resolution. Let me change this real quick. I'm going to turn off the stream real quick and change this. 1 sec. Okay, it should be full AT now on 1080p. Let's see if it works. God, this is going so poorly. This is definitely not working out as I wanted. Okay, let's see this tutorial. So set up Laravel, set up socialite. Let's see if did we migrate already? Oh no, we didn't. Okay. I'm going to add Tailwind here while I take a look at this. So socialite, this is done. Create Twitter app, this is done. Okay. Client ID. I mean, I think those are correct. Let me double check it. This is so confusing. I mean, I don't know why they made it so hard. I'm still not seeing the 720p, but it's definitely set to output 1080p. Let me double check it. Yeah, I mean, do you have to change something else? I think it's correct. Maybe YouTube just leads a little bit of time, or maybe just does 720 and then it converts it to whatever. This is going to take way longer than I thought. Okay, so Twitter API key. I'm just going to let you guys see it. I can just revoke it later. So I think this is correct. I don't know, really. Let me see. API key. It's this one. Please don't post anything. Oh, I mean, you can really post anything using my Twitter. This is the application keys. And this should be correct. Let me see. Twitter client ID, Twitter client secret. Let me just do a dump. Oh god. This should be correct, I think. Bunzo said video quality is pretty. Oh. What's going on? Is it really bad? Like, can you double check if you're seeing these 7? I see just a little bit of dropped frames. The bitrate seems to be correct. Are you sure? Here. I don't know. Let me see if I can check it out. Testing. Oh, I'm muted. Testing. I mean, the audio levels. Okay, they're a little bit low. Let me increase it a little bit. I'm not sure which one's my mic. Test. Oh, I didn't have to add one. So let me try. I forgot where it was. Filters. Let me add a little bit of gain. Test. Okay, it should be. Let me add a little bit more gain. Test. Okay, let me know if it's better now. It's between -15 and -10 or -12. Not sure what it is. -15 and -10 or -12. Not sure. Okay, I'm hearing myself. I think it's better now. Let's see if we can get this app done. Let me go back to the tutorial. Okay, so I think those are correct. Client secret. I think this is the secret, or maybe it's the token. Twitter calls it API key and API secret key. Your key is like blah blah blah. API key. This is correct. So do I need to add a socialite, or is this just how they do it? No, I shouldn't need to add a socialite table. I should be able to. Let me see if I can get something out of this. No, of course I want to search this. What is the exception? I don't know what's. Let's take a look at this. Line 17, driver Twitter. I honestly have no idea why this is failing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build what I can regarding the UI, and then I can take a look at this. Oh, it's not available for Twitter driver. Oh, but I'm not using stateless. Yeah, I'm not sure. Looks like I'm very dumb. But this seems to make sense. Interact to provider. I'm using the socialite facade. It looks like I don't know what I'm doing at all. Maybe I should have studied a little bit before coming here. I mean, let me see. I mean, just let me check the exception again. Signature closure must be passed by reference value given. $54. What is value here? Where is this coming from? Data. Oh, okay, this is it, but I don't see where it's coming from. Okay, so I don't want to get stuck on this. So must be passed by reference value given. I'm going to take a look at this later. Let me see if there are any issues on the repository. Let me see issues. we find anything. Okay, I'll take a look at this later, but let's speed what we can. So we've installed Tailwind, I think, yeah. So let's finish setting it up. Let's run this. Okay, we don't want to change this. We don't want to purge anything. Okay, let's go to Webpacks, Mix.js. Let me copy this. We don't want to deal with JavaScript as well, so let me create this file if we don't have it already. Oh no, we do. Cool. What? Cannot find module. It's weird. Okay, now we got it. Let's run yarn run dev. No, it doesn't say anything useful. Let's see. Actually, I didn't really look at it. Auth. No, login Twitter. I'm not sure if I'm missing something. So just says that it's on this line. We're calling socialite driver. Let me check this tutorial. Let's see if there's anything. No, it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I mean it's just doing the same thing that I am. Twitter client ID. So I wanted to see the values really. Let me check something. Value given. You know what? Let me do the following. 54. Let me just check something. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm not sure where this. I mean, this is a closure. But where is this value coming from? Right? Why is it expected as a reference? Oops. I mean, this variable does not exist. I'm not sure where it's coming from. URI interface. Where does this get called? Codes URL. It should be compatible with Laravel 8. I don't think. I think Dries is responsible for creating the releases, but it should be. Let's take a look at composer JSON. PHP 8. Yeah, it's compatible with 8. You know what? I don't know. I'm going to take a look at this later. So let's just build what we have right now. So where is it? We were here. So we want to. I think we already have this. Let me see if I can use this view we already have. So let's go to views. It's this welcome. I'm going to rename it to app. And it's funny. One of the things that I like really don't know is creating like a base HTML file. I always pull it from the internet, like always. Like this, you know, this skeleton. I never remember everything I need, like this meta tags and that kind of stuff. So let's add our CSS file. I think I can close it like this. And let's just go to the root page. Okay, we don't have the view. Let me change it. Okay, everything's broken. Oh god, why is this happening? I mean, we do have... Am I doing something wrong here? No. Do I have to add the Laravel style sheet? I don't think I do. Oh, it was it. I think I was closing the tag like this. Let me see if it was it. No, I think it was a Laravel style sheet. I didn't know we needed to add this. This is funny. Okay. So I want something very simple. I just want like a dashboard with my own tweets. So let me see if I can use anything from here. Where's this div? Let's get rid of this. I'm going to use this container, I think. Let me see where this ends. You know what? So 1, 2, 2. We're too deep, like 2 divs deep. So I just need to maintain this. Let's see if we get something. Okay, full. Let's go to Tailwind example templates. Let's see if we can copy something from there. I'm pretty sure Tailwind UI had some examples. I own Tailwind UI, but I don't think I can use it. I definitely cannot use it. This is not what I want. Browse the free samples. Yeah, that's what I want. So I think they did have some photo. Okay, this one, let's see if we have. Okay, this is not free, and I'm not going to use it, even though I own it. I think, is this one free? No, this one isn't free. Let's see if there's anyone which is free. Okay, this one seems to be free. Let's just use it instead. So under body, let's refresh it. Okay, we got some stuff. Let me move this so it's properly indented. Okay, so we don't really want any links here. Let's just get rid of this, and we also need to get rid of the drop down here. I want to move this into another template. Let's see where it starts. Here. So I'm going to copy this all the way down to the other nav tag, if I can find it. Okay, here. And I'm going to do include partials.nav. Like this. I don't have Prettyfy on this computer. Let me add it. I'm not sure if this is the one that I used. Let's try it. Okay, I don't think this is the one that I used. But anyway, let's add this. Okay, so now we have this dashboard. The content is here, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to change this for a yield content. So I am going to go to web, and I'm going to change this to return index like this. So I'm going to create an index file. We are going to extend the app, and I'm going to do section content and section. Okay, we see it. Now I just really want to show the tweets, the latest tweets from myself. So I think Tailwind has this for free as well. I would like to use I'm not sure if it's a description list or it's a stacked list. No, this is what I want, I guess. Or we can just build it. Okay, let's just build it. So I want the tweet content. So let's write a div like this, and then I want a list, maybe. So let's do tweet 1, tweet to. Or even better, so I don't have to write HTML twice. For each range. Jesus, why can't I tab this? Okay, so I think we want this to be a little bit narrower, so let's add like this. This is not it. Is this it? Okay, clearly don't know what I'm doing. No, okay. I think it's mx.auto. Let me see if there's a Tailwind package. Okay, which one is the latest one? I don't know. Let me try this one. Okay, cool. So maybe this is too small. Okay, so let me put this a little bit there. I mean, we already have a container, so I'm actually going to get rid of this and change the container itself. Let's try 5XL. And okay, this is good enough, I think. Okay, so we want to have the tweet, so like some tweet content. We want to have like the username of the person, and along the username we want to have, let me do something like this. So here we have the username, and I want to have just by the side, I want to have when it was tweeted. So today is December 7th. Let's do like this. And keep in mind, I'm not the best Tailwind guy, but so we also want to know the number of replies, maybe, so 7 replies. And the reason I'm putting it all on this div is because I want it to be inline, so I don't want them to be stacked from the top. I think test. Oh, I thought there was a huge delay between me talking and the audio going out. So okay, so this looks absolutely terrible. Let's see. I think here we can use flex, inline flex. Okay. I think we can do space. I'm not sure if this. Okay, this works. That's cool. So there's already some formatting there. I want to add some margin to the bottom, so we get some space. Okay, this is looking better. And let's make the background white. And why didn't this work? Well, that's weird. This should have worked, I think. Is the background already white? This isn't white, really. I think this is 50, right? No. It's white. Damn it. Holy shit, it's white. I thought it was gray. Okay, so let me see. Blah, blah, blah. Gray 50. Well, let me get this to white and see if it makes any difference. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to add some shadow. And I don't know how to add a shadow. Oh god, you guys are seeing my bad side. When I make the tutorials, I usually know what I'm doing, but it seems I don't know what I'm doing right now. This is what I want. So shadow. Let's do shadow large. Okay. Let's add some padding. So let's add a general padding of 4. Okay, so maybe we want the content to be bigger. I don't know. Like this, something like this. I know Adam does this divider thing differently. I don't remember how he does it. Maybe it's with a border. Let's try it. So border B2, border thread gray 200. Let's see it. Okay, this is to, I think I just do water. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, I want to make this a link as well, so and you know what? I know that I'm going to create a Twitter object for the tweets. So this is going to be a DTO. So let's create a Twitter. It's not going to be a model. I don't have PHP 8 here, so I need to do the usual content author created at and likes count like this. Let me change this to public. Okay, like this. Let me see. So okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a controller saying let's call it dashboard controller, and let me actually init it here. Let's go to dashboard controller. I'm going to add an index method, and what I'm going to do is I don't have real tweets right now, so I'm going to create some fake tweets. I'm going to do tweets equals collect. So collect to create a collection. Range 1 through 5 is going to give me an array of 5. Let me show you guys like this. So it's just a good way to kind of create fake data. And that's it. And then I'm going to map it. So I don't really care about the, but I think I have to add, I don't know, content. This is all from Laravel's collections, and I'm going to return a new tweet. Oh, I created called Twitter. It should be tweet. Let me rename it to tweet. So I just want to have some fake data to play with, and it's going to be, I think we can use a faker here. So let me inline this like this. Faker. I think they had a factory method. Let me see. Oops. Let me see what's the signature. I think it's create. Okay, it's create. So I don't remember what it's called. I think it's text, maybe. Okay, it's text. And let me see if I can. Okay, max is 200, so I want some fake text. Let's use myself as the author. Created at now, and like this. So this is just some fake data. So if we dump and die this, and let me change the root to use this controller. So we should be seeing some. Forgot to. Okay, so we should be able to see an array, and we have some fake content. Created at is an instance of carbon. Okay, that's pretty much it. So we can return the index view and passing the tweets. So we can see tweets. So now we have some fake tweets to play with. Let's go, let's refresh it. We see it. So instead of doing this for each, we can do tweets, and we can actually do this like we would do with real tweets. So the author should actually not have this, and I can just add it here. Let's do daytime string for now, so you can have something, and then the replies count. So replies count undefined property. Likes count, sorry. It should be likes. No, it should be replies. We don't really care about the likes, I think. So let me change it to replies count. Okay, so we are seeing some stuff. Let me fix this one. Tweet. Oh, shit. Okay, I got the issue here. This should work. Okay. So the links here, we want to make clear this is a link, so we need to add some classes. I think text blue 500, and when we hover, text blue 400 looks good. Okay, so I think this looks good enough. Like this. Okay, I think this looks good. So let's see what we can do with this. I actually think the text here looks okay. But we want to add some margin here, so maybe margin bottom 4. And we also want to add some padding, so a vertical padding, maybe 2. Okay. I'm not sure if the border looks good here, but let's do. Okay, I think it looks okay. Let's see what else do we need to do here. Say time string. We have the link here. 76 replies. We want to add a link to the tweet, so we're going to have to add a new property there. Let's add a ID or something. So let me grab a random tweet here. This one. So we want to add a link here. Let's add a link to. You know what? Let's do tweet link. And then here we can encapsulate this as well. So we can maybe do tweet author link. I don't know. So let's go here. I mean, to create a method. So author link. Return https twitter.com trading slash this author. And the link, which returns a link to the tweet itself. So it's actually author link plus a trailing slash plus the ID, and everything's broken. Oh god, why is this so hard? Oh, okay, I forgot to close this. Let me. Okay, we need to add some styling here, so let's do the same. Okay, so we have the replies. Let's see if this works. I'm not sure if this is the link. Oh, this is not the link. Oh, it's the status, so like this. Okay, we see the link. So I think this, let's see if it works. It wouldn't work if I were to make this mobile. So we need to make sure this is only flex if the user has some resolution. And it actually doesn't look so bad on mobile. So we need to add like a text box here with like a publish button or something. So let me put this into another view. I'm going to call it partials tweets list. So partials tweet list. Like this. I wanted to format this, but I don't have the plugin that I used, so I'm just going to leave it like this. So let's refresh it. We still see the tweets. So we also need a place to compose tweets. So we're going to, I'm just going to add a div here, and then we're going to include it as well. So compose tweet like this. Compose tweet. So we want a large text box. That's the first thing that we want. We need it to be form as well. So this is Emmet. For those of you who don't know, it's really helpful. You can create lots of, oh, it actually gives you a preview. That's cool. Lots of elements in one go. So this is pretty much what I want. For now, let's leave this empty, and this was supposed to be the text box. Okay, so that's what we got. Not even seeing that, to be honest. Oh, it's text area. Never mind. I'm telling you guys, I don't know how to do this. Okay, so it's here. It's pretty hidden, right? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create this div on the partial. Okay, I'm going to maybe add some border. Okay, I'm going to add some margin down, or something like this. Okay, so here's the text box. I want this div to be filled with. Let's see if it works. Okay, so we got a big text box here. Okay, so we need to. This is weird. Oh, text a little bit big here, so let's try. I'm not sure if this changed anything, but anyway, let's keep going. So we want this, and then we just want a button. So let's do like this. Okay, we want a tweet button. Let me fix this. So let's start by the bottom. I'm actually going to want some margin here, so margin top 4. Now for the bottom, I want it to be blue, so like this. Okay, this color sucks. Maybe it's because the text is black, so text white. Okay, still terrible. Let's do text small. I think this looks okay. Then we want some padding. No, this looks terrible. Maybe something like this. We want rounded MD. I don't know. This color looks terrible. Let's try 500. Yeah, kind of works. I think this is going to be it. So let's add a transition to make things a little bit prettier. Now I want to move this to the right, and I honestly do not know how to do this. Let's see if float right. Let's see if right works. It doesn't. I don't know how to do this. I think I need to make this flex. So just phi end. Let's see if this works. Okay, this works. You can see that I'm very dumb with CSS and with Tailwind. So we need to make this text box, text area a little bigger, so 10 rows. Okay, this might be too big, so let's try 7 rows. Okay, this is better. Can we add some padding here? Let me see. Okay, we can. I think Tailwind has a class for a text area. No, it doesn't. I was sure they did. I think it was on the old documentation. Let me. Anyway, so we had the tweet button. We have the tweets. Oh, I think it's because we have this space here, which is making things weird. So maybe how let me see how the tweet button looks here. So just the div, then there's a tweet thing. Let me add some shadow. Let me see if that works. So shadow to this looks so 2009. Let me get rid of this border. I think might be better like this. Yeah, it doesn't look really good. But dude, this looks terrible. Let me try adding some border here. Dude, this looks so bad. I'm definitely not the CSS guy. Okay, this really looks terrible. Let's try something else. I'm going to get rid of this and I'm going to do rounded MT. And it still looks really bad. Let's try 200. Okay, I think this looks a little bit better. So I just want to see my own tweets. Let's get rid of this. We don't really are going to have a profile page. So let's go to navbar. Your profile. Let's see where this is at. It's this div right here. Let me get rid of this. I might as well just get rid of the whole thing. Up there. I think it's this one. Okay, let's keep it as is. Let's see if this works mobile. Okay, it's actually looking pretty decent. Let's leave it like this for now. Now we just need to make this work, and I'm actually going to move this to tweets because this is going to need authentication. So let's change this to tweets page. And you know what? I'm going to use Livewire here, I think. No, never mind. I'm just going to use our regular forms. So shit, how do I do this? I don't know how to fix that issue. I need to look a little bit into it. But we really need to log in now. And my camera's gone, I think. Yeah, it's gone. Let me get rid of this. Let me see if my battery died. Oh. Yeah, it seems to be dead. It's very hot. Like, yeah, I don't know. Let's just keep going. Without a camera, I need a power thing. So let me change this. Remove it. Okay, so let's move this to tweets. Web tweets. And so on the root page, we actually just want to return a view, which is index. So let's create this view because we rename it. No, we actually have it. Let's rename this tweets. Okay, so I'm going to do some little changes. This is going to be under tweets.index, and I'm going to move this into tweets partials like this. So here I have to change this to included. So let's go to tweets and see if it works. View index unfound. Where is this? Oh, it's on the controller. Let's rename it to tweets controller. Oh boy, I'm hungry. And let's change this to tweets controller. And change this to tweets.index. Partials.nav. Okay, this one needs to go back to where it was because it's a global view. Okay, so we are back to where we were. So we don't have this view anymore. Let's create it. Extends app. So on this kind of basic view, we actually only want to have a button, so maybe let's copy this button here. Let's see how it looks. So let's create a div, another button here. I don't know if this is going to work. No, it's not working. Item center. Shit. I don't know how to center this. Maybe flags justify center. Okay, so we want login with Twitter. And now we need to make this work, and I don't know how to do it. So I think I might stop the live stream here because I need to take a look at that. So you want to log in Twitter. Login Twitter. Dude, why isn't this working? I really don't know. This should maybe my keys are incorrect. I mean, this is a weird exception to get. Let's try another post. Maybe like this. Is this new? Okay, let's take a look at this example. You know what? Let me ask Publius. Like this. So let me say. No, but really, I really don't know what I'm doing wrong. We added the providers. So client ID. I'm not sure if this is the correct key. I mean, the secret's correct, but maybe it's the var token. They are all pretty much doing the same thing as I am. Driver Twitter. Did I forget to install something? Oh, that's socialite. Five, 1, 2. Shit. What am I doing? Okay, 5. I mean, this one's correct. It was released a couple days ago. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Adapters for other platforms are listed in the community. I mean, Twitter should be native, right? Oh, I think I need to add Twitter. Is that it? So let me see which providers are available. Okay, let's try this approach. Let's add this, remove from your provider's array and config app. How do I remove it if I'm using the auto loading? So let's add it here. Okay, this must be wrong. I really thought that. How do I remove it? I don't want to use. Oh god. um how do I not register a provider? Is there any way to Laravel disable auto discovery? I've never had to do this, so oh cool. So I just have to go to extra. Oh, I wasn't aware of this. So I just want to add the socialite service provider, I think. Let's ignore everything for now. So let me update autoloader. So okay, so let's go back to where we were. Okay, so we have to add this. Event service provider. I need to add this to listen. Let me import this. It's not finding the class, so let me see if it's indexing something. No, it's indexed. Okay, this is weird. Let me double check this. It only has... Okay, this makes absolutely no sense. Oh, I added Zoho. Oh god, this is going so bad. I want to add Twitter. Yes, this is the one I want to use. Let's get rid of this Zoho one. Where is it? Unexpected. Oh, let's get rid of this. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Just delete it over and start it all over again. Okay, so we should be able to see this now. No, I'm still not able to find it. Even listener event here. Add your listeners. Yeah, I mean it exists, but it seems it wasn't indexed. Anyway. Okay, let's go back. Add a listener for your provider in our example. So add your listeners, for example, with Zoho. Okay, so I need to add the one for Twitter. Let me change this for Twitter. Let me do something. Let me open up. I mean, Twitter extends socialite. Okay, this is correct, I think. Let me check the namespace. Okay, it is correct. So, reference, configuration setup. Okay, so let's go to Twitter. I really thought it was native. Client ID, client secret. I think those are correct. Your redirect or blah 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 call. Okay, like, oh, maybe that was it. I don't know. How do I... Dude, I don't know how to use this Twitter thing. No, it's not read only. We need to read and write. I'm actually changing some permissions on the other computer. How do I change the URL? Let me see if this is correct. I hope my account doesn't get hacked. Okay, those should be correct. Update the wait, I don't have a callback URL. At least I'm not seeing it. Anyway, let's just move on. Okay, so I've added this usage. Okay, let's try now. Holy shit, what the fuck? Do we need to change something else? Service provider. Even listener. Let's call it configurations tab. Dude. Services. Twitter, client IT, client secret. This should be working. I really don't know. I don't know what's going on. I honestly do not know what's going on. I need to see it and check what's going on here. But we are not being able to check Twitter. Let me check something. What if I change this to GitHub? Let's see what happens. Okay, so we don't have the auth stuff. We don't have the API keys. I mean, this is a weird exception. It's the best way we have value given. Let me change something. Let me try something actually. If I go to Laravel socialite, what if I try the dev mastery version? I actually think this supports Twitter, right? No, it doesn't. So maybe I'm not. Twitter provider. Okay, what the hell? I shouldn't be using this package. Let me go back to the socialite documentation. Facebook, Twitter. So I don't really need this. I must be doing something wrong. Let me get rid of this. I mean, we shouldn't be really able to. We shouldn't be able to use socialite since I'm not registering it, right? Let me check something. Oh shit! I have to install. Those are required. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to discover this. So let me turn this into an empty array again. Dude, I mean, what the hell? Configuration, this is properly configured. Routing, Twitter, let's see if there's anything about Twitter. With you know what, I give up. This is just not working. I need to check this calmly and log in Twitter. If anyone knows the... Oh, it's running PHP 8. This might be the reason. Holy shit, I think this is the reason. It's not. It's using PHP 8. What? Why is this running? Holy shit. I think it's a late restart, right? I mean, why is this using the wrong PHP version? I don't think I even have PHP 8. I mean, no, I do. I downloaded it with Homebrew, but I think I changed it. Oh, okay, Philip. So that was... Holy shit, I'm so dumb, man. Why didn't I check this? Thank you, Philip. Philip's just saying here in the chat that PHP 8 does not work with the late auth client. I mean, why is this running PHP 8? What? What the fuck? Why is this running the wrong version of PHP? I have absolutely no... You know what? Let's try it with Artisan Serve. I'm not using Homestead. I'm using just Valade, so it should be correct. Let's try. Only support the off callback value. Oop. What? What the fuck? Yeah, I just restarted Valet. It should be using... I actually just did this. See? PHP 7.4. And I restarted it. So Valet is already using version PHP 7.4. To relink and reconfigure, let's try force it. Okay, waiting. I'm not using Docker at all. I'm just using Laravel 8 and PHP from Homebrew. Okay, so now we're getting a different error. I don't know what this means, so... Your callback URL is wrong. So, how do I fix my callback URL? Let me go... Twitter. No, I don't know what value was. I don't know what was going on, but it's what Philip said. I just used the force flag, the force parameter, and it seems to be working now. So, I think this is what I want. So this is the one that I'm. On behalf of other accounts, do I have to enable this? Oh, okay, so let's try it. Twitter.test. Let me see the URL. Twitter. Callback. Dude, I can't believe it was the PHP version. So can I kind of like have a test URL? Doesn't seem like it. I think I might need to have a test. Okay, callback URL not approved. Let me see what the callback URL is. I mean, the callback URL should be correct. Twitter.test. Off the Twitter. Oh, it's slash callback. Okay, it's wrong. Let's try this now. Callback like this. Okay, it should be correct now. Oh god, it works. Holy shit, it works. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Okay, so I don't know my password. Let me check on one password. 1 sec. Holy shit, I can't believe this works. Oh my god. I can't believe it was PHP 8. Fuck it. I don't know my Twitter password. Let me see if Chrome has it. I'm checking my other computer. Oh, dude, I can't believe this. Thank you, Philip. I mean, it was actually a valid mistake, right? It said it was using the correct version, but it wasn't. So let me see if I have my Twitter password here. I do. Okay, it's actually a really bad password. Okay. What? I don't know my password. I think I'll have to refresh it. Let me try a few. Okay, I got it. Okay, new login alert. Authorize it. Okay, redirecting you back to the application. Okay, now we're talking. So let's go to the create users table. I'm going to add a Twitter ID here. So we have this token. Oh, we have this ID. I think this is what we need. Okay, so nickname, name, blah blah. We need the token and the secret, I guess. Token, Twitter secret. Okay, so let's go to our controller. First, let's actually go to our model. We need to add this defaultable. So Twitter ID, Twitter token. Dude, I can't believe it was PHP 8. I spent like 25 minutes of live stream trying to figure this out. Okay, so we have this here. So we want to use the find or create method because we want to either find a user, and I'm pretty sure this method exists. Oh, it's first or create, I think. Yeah, it's first or create. So we want to either find the first user with the Twitter ID that we have. So user, it's an object ID, or we want to create a new one. So we can say name equals username, email equals. Okay, we don't get the email, so we might as well make this nullable. And let's remove the unique here and instead add it to the Twitter ID. This one should be unique. So we might not get the email, but it's okay to be nullable. What else do we want here? Name, email. So I think I shouldn't be showing you guys my token. Let me go and say Twitter token equals user token, Twitter secret, user token secret. I think this is it. Let me refresh the migration. Okay, so let's see if this works. And I'm actually going to jump and dive this. No, we should actually just log in. I think is login as user. I don't know. Let me see what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's this one. Login. Okay, I think this is what we are looking for. It's just login. So yeah, I think this is it. So we just want to log in as this user, and we want to redirect them to tweets like this. So let's try it. What? Why? Oh, maybe I need to log in again. Oh, we don't have a password. Okay, let's make this nullable as well. Let's refresh it, and let's retry it. Oh shit. Okay, I'm happy that we still have 14 people here, even though I spent a lot of time figuring this out. Okay, so we are logged in. That's great. Let's add a middleware here. So we want to have middleware auth here, then group this roots like this. Okay, let's see if it still works. Okay, we're logged in. We want this to be, actually let's leave it as they are. Okay, so we're logged in as the user. Now how do we fetch the tweets? Let's see if there's a package for Laravel. Let's see, Twitter PHP. If anything, we can just use the HTTP facade and do it manually. So let's take a look at this. Now this one seems to be dead. Or not. Let me see. Usage, consumer key, consumer. Okay, we don't have all of this. Okay, I think we're missing something. Remember to never review consumer secrets. Blah, 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 blah. Consumer key. Oh, okay. So consumer is the user's stuff. So okay, let's try this one. May 11. So it seems to be working. If anything, we'll just use the HTTP facade ourselves. So let's do the following. Let's do tweets equal tweet for user. Let's pass in the user, so we can just encapsulate this. Let's go to tweet and let's create a method. So like this. Okay, so we've added a package, so we can, let's copy this. No, this is not what we want. We want this one. I'm not sure why Sublime is not indexing stuff properly. So the consumer key would be, I forgot what it's called. Twitter token. The secret is going to be Twitter secret. This one's going to be services Twitter. Please don't ban my account. I know that I show the tokens. Please don't use it. I think it's client ID, and here would be config services Twitter client secret, like this. So let's try and fetch by myself. Okay, let's try and fetch the latest tweets. I've never used this library. I've never worked with Twitter really. So let's go here and see what happens. Invalid or expired token. Oh god. Really? Really? Really, Twitter? I think this is what I use. Returns the most. Okay, I think this is what I want. Maybe. Sorry, T. Okay, so we need to make a GET request. Parameter. Where do we authenticate the user? It shouldn't be this simple. What if the user has a private account? You know what, let's try post a tweet for now. Okay, so how do I post a tweet? Post. This is what we want. Post statuses. Okay, this is terrible. This page is terrible. I have no idea what I want to do. API reference. This is the one that I want. Resource URL requires authentication. Okay. So how do I authenticate? Oh, okay, it's very null key. Actually, let me check something. So we have a notification channel for Twitter. Let's try this one. So what's a consumer key? I don't know what this is. Let me try checking. So I have a bunch of okay, so I have all of enabled. How do I get my keys? Okay, keys and tokens. API key and secret, access token secret. I think consumer key is the API key, and consumer stuff is this access token and whatever. Okay, so let's try. Okay, so we already have client IT. Okay, so things are different between socialite and this one. I'm not sure what consumer key is. So, oh, okay, so I think the consumer key is actually the kind of the user's key. Okay, so to handle multiple Twitter accounts, you need to be able to change provided tokens, blah blah blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is what we want. Let's go to the user model. So The consumer key, I guess, is the Twitter token, right? So this Twitter token. Then we have this Twitter secret. No, Twitter token. No, wait. Oh yeah, Twitter secret. Then we have services Twitter dot. Let me see what it is. Dude, I never imagined this was going to be so hard. Client IT. Okay, I think this is it. Let's try creating a task notification. So let's create make notification, new tweet. Then we go to new tweet, and so we went via Twitter channel. Let's see if it's not indexing. I don't know why. Let's use it. So Twitter channel class. We don't want this. We don't want this. We want the notifiable here, which is the user. So return new Twitter status update. Testing this damn thing. Okay, it's time to test it. Let's see if we can make this work. So notification is app notifications, new tweet, like this. Let me instantiate it like this. So let's try notify, new notification. Oops, it's already new. So Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sorry that you have coronavirus, but I mean, if you want something great, you can take a look at the videos. I mean, there are some good videos over there. I honestly don't know. I do not know what's going on here. This should be correct. This should be correct. Okay, what the fuck? This should be correct as well. Twitter token, Twitter secret. You know what? Let me try something. Notification for Twitter. This is all correct, or it should be correct. Twitter auth. Okay, let's see. Twitter service provider. Oh, obviously you can find it because for some reason it's not being indexed. So let's just oh shit. It shouldn't be bootstrapping it like this. That's not what it should be giving it. This should be correct. Let's see if this is being called at all. It's not being called, so this is weird. Okay, Twitter service providers. So one Twitter channel needs Twitter auth. This should be correct. Looks like this is not really working. Is there a typo? Notification for Twitter. No, there's not. Let me take a little look at the source code of this. This seems to be the issue. Let's do a small test. Let's try and actually put this into the config and just see if we manage to send a tweet. This should be this should access token, access secret, and then we have consumer key, and this is my consumer key and consumer secret. Let's see if it works now. Oops. Okay, so now it's calling that. What? Oh, okay, I know the issue. The issue is when this is booted, it's trying to get those configs, but we were giving no. So what we can do, I think, is just to make all of this empty or just some random string like this, and let's see if it works. So I'm just going to copy all of this and instead pass foo. Invalid or expired. Oh my god. Let's try with real data. God. What do you mean invalid? Oh shit! I refreshed the token. Shit. Let's let's migrate this fresh. And let's log in again. So log in Twitter. Okay, let's try it now. Okay, so we have a fresh token now. Let me try and copy this. Invalid or expired token. Those shouldn't be invalid. That makes absolutely no sense. Access. Oh, there's a typo here. Could that be it? Yeah, thanks, Vinfrisk. Yeah, I just noticed that. But I mean, it shouldn't be using this one. It shouldn't be. It should be using the one in the user model. It should be using this, right? Let's try it again. Oh, the good thing is that by the time it's taken to give me a response, we are actually calling Twitter. Invalid or expired token. I mean, I don't know what's invalid or expired. I know if I'm using the wrong token. Let me get rid of this. So it's been 1 hour and a half already. I think I should quit it by now. So let's see if there's anything. Okay. Consumer key, consumer secret. Consumer key. You know what? Let's try grabbing the one from Twitter here. Keys and tokens. Let me copy the token and copy the secret. And let me get rid of this. Let's see if we can at least get this to work, because I'm embarrassing myself here. Dude, what the fuck? I just got this token. Unless it's the other way around, so unless this go here and this goes here, but I find this unlikely. Okay, know what I'll be doing this week? I'll be taking a look at this and maybe making some PRs. I listed that documentation. So maybe this goes here instead, and this goes here. I don't know, I'm just trying things now. Okay, so I think it worked. Let's I think it was the other way around. Let's take a look at it. Let's go to Twitter. Or not, it didn't work maybe. Okay, it worked. Awesome. Shit, man. Okay, now let's try making this dynamic. So it's the other way around. Those should be up here, and those should be down here, and we should be able to change all of this for a full string. Okay, like this. Let's try this again. So it's actually the opposite. The consumer key and the consumer secret are the app tokens, and yeah, it's the other way around. Let's try it again. Oh my god. Let me check if the order is correct. So consumer key is what? Consumer key is the app stuff. Okay, so consumer key is the client ID, right? Let's consumer key, consumer secret. Oh, I think I regenerated the token once again, right? Let me try logging in again. Let's refresh it. That could be it. Twitter login. What? Oh, it's login Twitter. Okay, let's try it once again. We're back on this damn thing. Oh, there's a typo right here. This could be it. Consumer key, consumer secret. Oh, status. Okay, I can't add a duplicate. That's weird. That's really weird. So let's try it. I like this. I think it's to avoid spam, maybe. Okay, I think it's working now. It took me way too long, but I think it's working. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay, so now we just need to make this receive a parameter. So let's say we want a content, and I need to refresh all of those keys. So we want a string content. Let's see who's pinging me. One sec. Let me just grab something on my other computer. We are on a hold, and I can't get this to work what I wanted to. Okay, so let's get back to finishing this. So we want a content. So we already have a tweet thing here. Let me get here. So let's first be able to tweet. So let me get rid of this split thing, and let's go to index, compose tweet. So we want the action to be root tweets store. We want the method to be post. We want to add a CS or F token. This should be a submit button. So let's go to our roots. Let's change this to be a resource, like this. Okay, so tweet controller. This should be pretty easy now. It should be so notification new. Is it send tweet? New tweet, right? Okay. new tweet. Request content. Let's validate this real quick. Must be string. Max is 240 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so yeah, then we got the authenticated user. Notification. Where's the typo here? And then we can return back like this. So let's try this. Test tweet. No given. Oh, we forgot to add a name to the input. Let's go to compose tweet. Should be named content. New tweet. What? Status a duplicate. Oh, okay. We forgot to make this dynamic. So the content should be actually the property content. Okay, let's try it now. New tweet. Okay, it seems to work. Let's take a look. Okay, it works. Now all we need to do is to actually fetch the tweets. So let me see. Okay, so let's go back to our other tab. So we just commented this. Let's uncomment this. Let's go to tweet. So I think we were just doing things the other way here. Maybe this is the correct way. Let's try it. Okay, so we are getting some tweets. Awesome. Oh, great. This is great. We're finally getting this done. So what I need to do is I'm going to name this tweets. So it's an array of objects, and I'm going to do. So here, what I'm going to do. I'm going to say tweets equals collect tweets. Yeah, I finally did it. It was so hard. Collect tweets. We want to map, but I mean, first of all, it was because of the PHP 8 issue, and it was a valid issue. Then the order of the parameters are weird. I mean, the consumer key thought it was the user access token, but it was the application access token. So yeah, so we have tweet. So we want to return a new static. So tweet ID, tweet text, tweet author. Do we have the author? Oh shit, we don't have the author. Oh, we have the user screen name. So user screen name. This is what we want. We also want the creation date. We have it created at. I'm not sure if Carbon can process it without me passing a format. So let's try it. No, we can't. Cool. So this should be new Carbon. Let's import it. Tweet created at. And finally, do we have the replies count? We have the retweet count. That's weird. Okay, it seems we don't have the replies count. Okay, we just leave it at 0 for now. Okay, so we are getting the tweets. We're mapping them to return an instance of this class, and then we can actually just return it like this. And we should get the tweets. So I'm going to get rid of this. And let's see if it works. Trying to get property ID of an object. What? Oh, I forgot to actually fetch the tweets. So tweets load. This is Twitter instance. So we want to load me. Okay, this should work. Okay, so we're seeing the tweets. The issue is that we can't find the. We don't have the replies count, which is bad. But yeah, let's try adding a new tweet. So testing out this again. Sweet. Okay, so we see it. Oh god, it was. This was really, really hard. Now, we just need to change this a little bit. So first, let's call it tweet app. So we don't want it to always be dashboard. We actually want it to be. Let's do. I don't know if this is the best way to do this, but this is what I usually do. So I think we can pass it default. Let's see. Okay, we can pass it default. So I'm going to go to its index and I'm going to create a section called section name. And it's going to be my tweets. And I think it would be good to show with which account you're logged in. So let's save the screen name as well, which should be unique. Let's go to our login controller. I don't remember what we get here, so I'm going to refresh the whole thing. Oops. Root login not defined. Oh yeah, we don't have a login root, so we're going to add a name to this Twitter root. We're going to name it login. So it's nickname. Okay, it's weird that in one place it's screen name and here it's nickname, but whatever. So let me change it for nickname. Oops. Like this. Let me refresh it again. And let's go to tweets. Let me just, okay, we're not dumping or dying anything anymore. What if your nickname doesn't exist? Whoa. Didn't I refresh it? Oh, that's weird. I thought I had refreshed it. Let's try again. Okay, so now we have the nickname. And all that I'm going to do is I can just include something here like logged in as nickname. Okay, so this is good for now. Let me add some border down below. And okay, this is good for now. I'm going to speak português real quick. Sim, vai ficar gravada. Eu não sei na verdade, mas eu tô gravando aqui, então se precisar eu tenho. Mas eu acho que o próprio YouTube grava. And I just lagged. What I was saying is that the live is going to be recorded. João just asked. Okay, so I mean, this doesn't look very good to use this. So we need a logout button, right? So we should have a logout root. So I'm going to do delete and create a controller, auth logout controller. So logout controller. Let's import it. And okay, this is it. So logout controller. We're going to use the invoke method, magic method. So we just want to log out really, and return redirect. I mean, if you redirect them to the tweets page, they're going to be instantly redirected to the OAuth authorization page. So that might not be the best option, but for now let's just do it, and I can change this later. So let's do web. Do we have an index page really? I don't think we do. Oh, we do. Okay, so yeah, they won't be redirected. So we need to add a logout thing, and it actually needs to be a button. So we need to have a form here. Like this, and we need to pass in the method, which is delete. So this actually needs to be a button, not a link. There's no one deleting your messages. I'm seeing your messages. I don't. Okay, I hope you're not talking about my account because I exposed my token. Okay, I don't think anyone did anything. I'm going to refresh my token. I don't know if I can do this. I think it's here, so I'm going to regenerate it. And shit, I wasn't supposed to see it. Okay. Nice. Now we just need to be able to log out. So let's close this form. Invalid. Okay, yeah. My token is expired, so let's re-log in. It's logging but Twitter. Sorry. Oh, we need to update the. Dude, what do we want? Amazon Photos. We need to update the token when the user logs in. So first or create. I think first or new really. But I mean, if it's first, you know what? Let's just update it anyway. We need to update this. Why my messages is deleting when I'm writing Livewire? If you mean when you're typing in the form, it could be several issues, but it's probably because you're not waiting, you're not giving it any debounce time. So each time you write something, it goes to the server, and when it gets back, it doesn't have the content that you wrote. So take a look at debounce on Livewire. Invalid or expired token. Oh, let's log in again. Column Twitter token cannot be no. What? Oh shit. Okay. So let's call it Twitter user. Let's call it Twitter user as well. Let's try it again. Okay, this is not what I wanted. Let's see if it works. And updates. Undefined variable. Oh, here. It should be Twitter user. Let's try it once again. Twitter user. Okay, this should all be Twitter user. Let me fix it. Let's try again. Okay, so it now works. And let's see if we can log out. This was supposed to be called logout. Let's get rid of this href. So type submit. So yeah, I'm not sure if you're asking, I mean, I'm talking to Sarkon here, who is watching the live stream. So if you're writing stuff on your text box or input or whatever on Livewire and it's getting deleted as you type, it's because you need debounce. Just check for debounce when you're binding the input. So you do something like wire model foo, you can do wire model debounce like this. Take a look at Livewire's documentation. That's probably it, because Livewire is not client-side, it's a server-side library, so you're transferring data. Now let's see if we can log out. Let's see if it works. Function does not exist. Oh, I think this might not work on Laravel 8 anymore. Maybe I need to do it like this. Okay. And we need to only show this if the user is logged in, so check. And I'm getting those notices because I didn't add my license to this computer yet. Okay, so this is it pretty much. Let's try it. Okay, cool. I think this is it. Thanks for everyone who watched until the end. Let me commit this. Let me just get rid of the... Let me check something real quick. Let's see if we pass a dump string here. It works. Oh, your messages are deleting in the chat. I don't know. I'm seeing your messages. I mean, I'm seeing your methods. No, that's not what I meant to say. I'm seeing your messages. What are you typing? No, I'm not using the new M1 MacBook. I'm actually using the Hackintosh. I'm going to wait for the new generation, and I'm going to wait for the 16 inches MacBook to come, and I'll probably get it. But I'm using the Hackintosh right now. It's actually pretty stable. So no, not as of right now. Let's try this again. Test again. Could not authenticate. Okay, so this is something annoying. It's trying to authenticate us, but we are not really using this, so I'll probably make a PR for this library. Today, let me try something. Yeah, I mean, it's a good machine. I'm not using Windows yet. I'm just using the Mac, but it's pretty stable, and I render a lot of videos. So for a screencast, it used to take like almost twice the time of the video. So if it was a 20-minute video, it should take not almost twice, but maybe 30 minutes or so. And right now I'm rendering in half the time, so a 20-minute video gets rendered in 10, and I can still use the computer. So that's really great. And my old MacBook was the 15 inches 2015 model. It's the spec'd up model, so it's an i7 and 16 gigs of RAM, and it also has a GPU. And the issue was it heated too much, and it would undervolt the processor, and everything would become slow. So okay, this is working. Another test. So there's an issue with the Laravel notification Twitter, and the issue is it authenticates you on the go. So if we take a look at the service provider, which I cannot open for some reason, but if we go here and take a look at the service provider, on the root method, you can see that it's authenticating you. It's giving you, it's actually binding this to the container. So when Twitter channel requires Twitter auth, it's hard coding this. We need to be able to maybe only do this if the user does not have it set on the model. Is the repository pattern worth it for a large project? I don't like the repository pattern. I actually have a video on it. Let me find it. I have both a video and a blog post. So let me go to my channel. There is a video on it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so it's this video, understanding the repository pattern. I explain why I don't like it, and I also have a blog post on it. It's on the old blog, I think. Let me see. Okay, so it's this one, repository pattern on Laravel. The reason I don't like it is because Eloquent's already very tied to your application. So you don't really, unless you always map what you get from Eloquent into a simple array or into a DTO, you're very tied to Eloquent. So even if you were to use the repository pattern, you wouldn't be able to seamlessly switch between, let's say, Eloquent and Doctrine. You would, okay, you shouldn't be seeing this. You would be tied to Eloquent either way. So I don't think it's worth it, and it's very rare to see anyone change their ORM in the middle of the project. So if you started with Eloquent, you are probably going to keep using it until the project dies. Okay, so we have this working, and I think this is it. I'm going to add this to Git. Yeah, this is what I meant. Changing it's not the database engine really, it's the ORM. So you can still use MySQL and change the doctrine or change something else, but it's very unlikely that you're going to change And the issue is, for instance, if I were to have a tweet model and I did this, I would be using Eloquent, and what I would get would be a model instance from Eloquent. So if I were to change it to Doctrine, I would have to rewrite a lot of things. So unless you're mapping your entities to simple arrays or simple DTOs, and you're actually thinking of changing your ORM to a data mapper or something, like Doctrine, which is an extremely rare case, and I can even think of a situation where you would need this, I would say it's useless and just adds more complexity. Sometimes you do have some complex query methods where it would be good to encapsulate behavior into another class, but you can create a service class, or you can use a repository class, but not for this. Not for that. For instance, I would use a repository class, but just the name is kind of wrong here. It's just the purpose really, and it is to encapsulate behavior into a separate class, but it wouldn't really be a repository. So I would do something like, I don't know, tweet repository, like something like this. Class get tweets. I don't know, get tweets with mentions for user and pass a user, and like pass the number of tweets. I might do this, but I would probably call it tweet service or something. I'm not sure if I would call it a repository, but that's what I would use it for. But anyway, guys, I think this is it. Let me commit this. Let me just make sure I don't have any credentials here leaking. Let me change this for Twitter callback URL. Now I need to invalidate all of my credentials. And I'm going to commit this, and I'm going to create a GitHub repository for this. So you guys can check it out. But I mean, this code is terrible. I just wanted to create a really quick proof of concept, and I'm actually going to use this. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Let's log out, and this is it. Thank you all for watching, and for those of you who watched until the end, thank you, and I'll make sure to leave the link on the description and post it on Twitter. And I'm actually going to refactor this code later, maybe tonight, because it really sucks for now. Thank you all for watching, and I see you on the next video. Bye bye. How do I stop live streaming? I think it's here. Okay, stop recording and stop streaming. Bye bye, guys.